All right, the road to WrestleMania has officially begun. What's up, everybody? Brian here with a quick Royal Rumble recap, recapping everything that went down on the 2021 Royal Rumble, the 34th of Royal Rumble event. So let's just get into it. On the kickoff show, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, with a help of Lacey Evans, defeated Charlotte Flair and Asuka to become the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions for the second time. I did not see the kickoff show as I ordered the Royal Rumble on pay per view, and they do different on pay per view as far as having. They don't have the kickoff show on pay per view. They have I think it was like they call it free access or access Royal Rumble access, which is basically like a preview of all the matches that are going to be coming up. Um, so that was on the kickoff show. Drew McIntyre defeated Goldberg to retain the WWE Championship. This one was okay, in my opinion. I'm glad McIntyre won. Sasha Banks retained her SmackDown Women's title over Carmella. This one was so. We had a performance from Bad Bunny, who was singing his hit song Booker T, and Booker T, the WWE Hall of Famer, was a part of that performance. Then we had the Women's Royal Rumble match that really didn't feature a lot of surprises. The only ones that, as far as the women that were surprise entries, were Jillian Hall, Shotzi Blackheart, Tony Storm, Victoria, Santana Garrett, Rhea Ripley, Tori Wilson, Alicia Fox, who won and then lost the 24/7 title during this Women's Royal Rumble match. Mickie James, Dakota Kai. We saw the return of Lana, who I would say eliminated Nia Jax during this Royal Rumble because Nia, who has had an issue with Lana over the past few months. She ran at Lana, and then Lana like ducked down, and then Nia went over the top rope. And then Ember Moon also made an appearance during tonight's Women's Royal Rumble. So really no surprises. No Becky, no Ronda Rousey, no Becky Lynch. So it was nothing really exciting. I mean, the only exciting part is that Bianca Belair won. She came in at number 3 and lasted throughout the matchup, last eliminating Rhea Ripley, because it came down to Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca Belair, and Ripley and Bianca knocked Charlotte Flair off the ring apron after she went over the top rope, and then Bianca Belair clotheslined Rhea Ripley over the top to win the Women's Royal Rumble. So a big congratulations to Bianca Belair for winning the Women's Royal Rumble match. Then, in a segment um, during where they show like the kickoff show panel talking about what's been transpiring, Peter Rosenberg won the 24/7 title from R-Truth, who had lost it to Alicia Fox when he made his way to thinking that the Women's Royal Rumble was the Men's Rumble. But then when he was leaving, here come the other guys that are going after him. He winds up getting into the ring. Him and Alicia Fox are fighting off these other superstars. Alicia Fox rolls him up, wins the 24/7 title, and then R-Truth wins it back after Alicia Fox got eliminated. But then Peter Rosenberg rolls up R-Truth during this panel segment and runs away. So probably tomorrow you'll see on Raw that they have footage from R-Truth winning back the 24/7 title, because I think Peter Rosenberg does a radio show and he's probably going to lose it to R-Truth again, and R-Truth will become the 40-sometime 24/7 champion. I'm sorry, guys, but I do not like this 24/7 title. I really don't. No disrespect to R-Truth, but I mean, this is the only way that he's going to be getting a championship. So to each its own. Then we had Roman Reigns retaining the Universal Championship over Kevin Owens in a last man standing match. Big whoopity do. Um, this match was fought everywhere. Owens was giving everything he had. He was diving off of forklifts, to, delivering swanton bombs off of forklifts through Roman Reigns. Um, then Roman introduced handcuffs near the end of the match and was going to use them, but then Kevin got a hold of them and then wound up handcuffing one of Roman's hands to one of the lighting trusts. But then when the referee was counting Roman down, Roman grabbed the referee when he reached 9 and pulled him in, and the referee went face first into one of the beams, and then Roman picked up the win with the guillotine choke, choking out Kevin Owens to remain Universal Champion. Then in the main event, it was the Men's Royal Rumble match that saw Edge enter at number 1 and winning the entire thing. As far as surprise entries for that, we saw Carlito make an appearance. We saw Damian Priest. Kane, Hurricane Helms made an appearance. Christian. And we saw the return of Seth Rollins. And it came down to Randy Orton, who was number 2 and was out for most of the match because him and Edge were brawling, and then they wound up going through underneath the bottom rope and wound up by the announce table, and Edge took a chair to Randy's knee, and that kept Randy out for most of the match. But then when Edge eliminated Rollins, Randy snuck in, hit an RKO on Edge, and was going to eliminate Edge, but then Edge reversed it and eliminated Randy Orton. So now Edge has completed step 1 of his comeback, or getting back what he feels is his, as he won the Royal Rumble tonight, and now he is going to WrestleMania 37 to challenge for either the Universal title or the WWE Championship. The choice is up to Edge. So with that in mind, this year's Royal Rumble, in my opinion, was not that exciting, not that entertaining. The only thing that I was excited for was to see Bianca Belair win the Women's Royal Rumble and get her opportunity to go to WrestleMania. But everything else was just So with that in mind, if you guys watched this year's tonight's Royal Rumble event, let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments below. I, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would maybe give it a 5, and that's just being nice. So, in my opinion, I don't know about everybody else, but in my opinion, I would give it a 5 out of 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 5, maybe 5.5. I'm being nice, but because the only exciting thing was Bianca Belair winning the Women's Royal Rumble, but everything else was what you would expect. I mean, Edge winning the Rumble is exciting, don't get me wrong, but I think I'll just say those two things. Edge winning the Men's Rumble and then Bianca Belair winning the Women's Rumble are the two exciting things on this show. So yeah, pretty much this has been my recap of tonight's Royal Rumble 2021. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time.